please, people, do not compare do not compare Elvis to Michael Jackson because is Elvis sucks. Elvis sucks because compared to Michael Jackson. Elvis sucks compared to Michael, so don't compare them because Elvis, he stole all his dance moves from all the black entertainers like James Brown and Jackie Wilson, and he didn't change the world like Michael did. Michael performed his whole life. He never had a childhood. He gave so much to the world, and he gave charity more than any other performer. He created dance moves and styles of clothing that no artist has ever done. He had the biggest selling album of all time. So do not compare Elvis to Michael Jackson. Michael was original, and when he passed, that was the saddest day because we lost something that we will never know again in our lifetime, and that's the truth right there. Elvis, he he's okay, but in my opinion, he sucks because he just a copycat. He copied all the black entertainers' dance moves, and he act like he created it. So you know, Michael was better in so many other ways, and that's all I gotta say. But just do not compare Elvis to Michael because Michael was so much better. He was a better performer, better singer, and he can't. Like he didn't do anything wrong. All he did was want to help people, and bring the world together with peace and music and love and happiness. But he did. I agree with people sometimes that Michael did bring a lot of his troubles on himself, which he did. He did, and you know, and it's kind of and I kind of think he brought his own death on himself too, because he shouldn't be using propofol outside of a hospital setting. So he did bring his death on himself. So I do agree with that. He did bring a lot of his troubles on himself, but on the other side, he was the greatest entertainer that ever lived. He did it better than his idol James Brown. He did it. He was the greatest. He changed the world forever. His whole life was on stage performing, and he never had a childhood, and he changed the world. And Elvis, he didn't do it like Michael did. No one did it like Michael did. Not even Prince. Prince didn't do it like Michael did. Michael was the greatest out of everybody. You know, like Prince did it. Prince did the big too, but he didn't do it like Michael did. Nobody did it like Michael. No one. No one had the biggest album of all time. No one had the most influence like Michael did. Michael had, you know, Michael had the glittery glove, the glittery socks. He had the Thriller jacket, the Beat It jacket, the Billie Jean jacket. You know, he had he he had everything. He had the Jackson Five part of his legacy. Then he had the King of Pop part of his legacy. Then he had all the different dance moves. He had the crotch grabbing. He had the moonwalk. He had the kick. He had the jumping on his he jumped on his toes after he's doing the moonwalk. And then he had you know he had the beat it dance. Where he you know I seen the beat it video. Then he had the Thriller dance. He had the Billie Jean dance when he performed Billie Jean. He had Smooth Criminal. He had Jam, Remember the Time, Rock with You, Bad. He had so many dance moves and so many dance numbers that other artists never did. And Michael created so much and he gave the world so much, and that would never be replaced. So, don't compare Elvis, Prince, or anybody to Michael because Michael changed the world forever and he's the greatest. And his brothers, they lost the wrong brother when Michael died because Michael was everything. He was the whole legacy. He did majority of the singing, he did majority of the dancing, and they lost the wrong brother. But the Jacksons, they're very handsome guys and they can sing a little bit. His brothers, they can sing a little bit and they're handsome guys, but they can't do it like Michael did. They can't sing like Michael did. Michael was the blessing to the family, and so for them to lose him, man, it just it messed everything. It messed everything and everybody up. So, but anyway, don't compare. Elvis fans out there and people who don't like Michael, don't compare Elvis to Michael because Michael did it best. Michael did it like no one else did, and he was the greatest. Man, Michael, rest in peace. May he rest in peace, and everybody give him his credit because he is the greatest and not Elvis. Amen. So, shout out to everybody watching the video. The Jacksons, I pray for them because they need it right now. But, that's it. But don't compare them. Amen. I keep saying amen. But do not compare them because Michael's on a whole different level. So, shout out to y'all and peace out.